Hello everybody, today I'll be showing you all how to graft Pommerac using the cleft grafting method. In terms of materials, I have a seedling that has been growing here for approximately 9 months, a piece of budwood that was taken from a mature bearing tree, a razor blade to do the cuts, a scissors, and grafting tape, or as I told you all before, you could use any plastic that you're getting a little stretch on. It will work just as good as grafting tape, right? Now the first thing to do is to prepare our budwood. So now the piece of budwood you're cutting is about 4 to 5 inches in length, and the budwood thickness must be similar thickness to the location where you would be grafting on the seedling, right? First thing we do is cut off all the leaves. If you try to break the Pommerac leaves off with your bare hands, chances are that you would be breaking buds because of how strong the leaves hold. So it's better to use a scissors and cut the leaves off. Right? Now the next step we will be doing is selecting a location where the piece of budwood works really well on the tree. Usually I like to go like about 1/3 down. So over here is where I do my cut on the tree. We have a nice smooth flat surface here now to do my grafts on, right? And then as you can see, the size very similar between the budwood and the rootstock. So now we're going to make a V-shaped cut on this, right? Approximately 1 inch long, starting from thick to thin, right? So you're ending off thin at the bottom part of the cut you're making on 2 sides. It have to work out like a wedge, right? The variety we're using here is Chinese Pommerac. So when grafted, we will have a Chinese Pommerac tree that would be bearing much faster than a Pommerac tree that you grow from seedling. So this is what we end up with here. As you can see, a V-shaped cut, right? Now at the center of the cut you made on the rootstock, you're going to make a same length of cut down the center to the cut you made on the budwood. Same length, which is approximately 1 inch to 1 inch and a quarter. And you simply fit this in snug here. Once you fit it in snug, as you can see how it fits in here, really nice and comfortable. You then wrap this with plastic or your grafting tape straight up. Wrap firmly. Always remember to wrap firmly so you keep the air out and you keep the moisture out of the grafted union. Right. Now I like to leave a little peephole on the top, as I told you all before, so that any growth happening would have space to grow out, right? Now you're leaving this in a cool area out of rainfall to avoid water seeping into the graft before it heals, right? You're leaving this for about, within 3 weeks you should see growth happening. Now until that time, you just pay attention that if it have other growths happening on the tree, you simply break it off, because you want the tree to focus its energy on the graft that you made rather than on other parts of the trees, right? Now after 3 weeks, when you happen to see growth, you just leave it a while, probably till a month and a half time. You'll have proper healing underneath here, and then you can simply remove the plastic, right? Now if your graft happen to fail, like this one that I did here before, we had a failed graft here. To ensure that I have another chance at grafting, I left some leaves to keep the seedling alive. So all I need to do now is cut back here and do another cleft graft, or I could simply do a veneer graft on the side here, right? And another thing is, at the same time, we have different varieties of Pommerac here in Trinidad. So yes, you can put different varieties of Pommerac on the Pommerac trees. So here I have already grafted was a Chinese Pommerac variety, and as you can see on the side here, I attached another graft, which is the Rookman variety of Pommerac, right? So yeah, you could have a tree where you have all the different varieties of Pommerac that we have on the same rootstock, right? If you already have an established tree and you want to put another variety on it, you could do that as well. Let me just show you here, right? So here I have already established Chinese Pommerac tree, as you could see, and what I did here, as you can see here, I did a Rookman variety Pommerac grafted to that tree now over here, and I have another one up here. As you can see, we have growth happening out of the plastic there. So now with this tree, I have both varieties of Pommerac existing on the tree. So I hope you all learned something from the video. If you learn anything and you like the video, please share it with others so that others could learn as well. And please subscribe as well to my YouTube channel, where I have all the videos of everything that I'm doing in one location. Thanks for watching and happy grafting. Take care.